Hey everybody, it's Brooke with the Buttered Home, and today we're going to be in our messy kitchen making one of our favorite Southern casseroles, fried cabbage casserole. Now, fried cabbage is a real thing of beauty all on its own, but we're going to take it up a Southern notch and turn it into a casserole. So let's get started. Okay, so we start with a half a pound of bacon that I've cut up into small pieces, and we have just fried that with about 4 tablespoons of butter. So now I'm about to take it up and set it to the side because it's going to go back in a little bit. And I just take the bacon and just cut it with some kitchen shears. So when we just have traditional fried cabbage, these first steps, this is what we do. So we're going to take the fried cabbage here in a bit and just kind of change it up. So we're going to set that bacon to the side. Now I have 1 medium head of cabbage. I'm going to turn my heat back on to about medium heat. And I have 1 head of medium-sized head of cabbage that I've already chopped up, and it just goes right in to that bacon grease. And I'm going to turn it down to low because it's going to pop and make a lot of noise because there's a lot of moisture in cabbage. And just get all that bacon grease covered so it doesn't pop so bad. So put it in a single layer. And then we're just going to cover this and cook it in that bacon grease on low to medium heat for probably about 20 minutes. So stay with us, we'll be back. Halfway through our cooking time, we opened it up, stirred the cabbage, and used the moisture from the cabbage to scrape off and deglaze the bottom of the pan to get all those nice bits of the bacon that we cooked earlier. Return the lid for the last 10 minutes. Okay, now our cabbage is perfectly fried. Now at this point you can do all the mixing here, or you can mix in a larger mixing bowl or a casserole dish, but I'm using my small Dutch oven, so we're just going to mix everything in here and bake the casserole in the oven. So I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees. I'm going to add my cooked bacon back in with the cabbage. Then we're going to be adding in 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. You can also sub unflavored, unsweetened Greek yogurt for the mayonnaise if you're watching what you're doing. Then 1 can of cream of celery soup, and I like using the lower sodium. A lot of time cream of soups have a lot of sodium in them. Then we are going to add in 1/4 cup of milk. We're just going to mix all that together with that bacon and cabbage. And if you do substitute the Greek yogurt for the mayonnaise, I would add in about 2 tablespoons or less, maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, just to get that oil and bit of egginess that the mayonnaise normally provides. And 1 to 2 tablespoons gives you what you need rather than using the whole 1/4 cup. So anytime I sub unsweetened plain Greek yogurt for mayonnaise, I always add in about a tablespoon of mayonnaise to the mix to do what the mayonnaise is intended to do. Okay, now I have that mixed well and spread out in my pan. And then to this, we are going to top with our cheese. Let me just set this spoon over here to the side. And 1 cup of cheddar cheese is what the recipe recommends, but I'm almost out of cheddar cheese, so I'm going to use a combination of mozzarella, about a half a cup of that, and then about a half a cup of cheddar right over the top. Just a good sprinkling. And then about a half a cup of French fried onions. If I can get them to come out. And we just spread those right over the top as I throw them all across my kitchen. And I like to just kind of sprinkle those and spread them out. About a half a cup is good. Now if you really love these things, you can really cover the whole top, but I like just enough to add some flavor and texture. All right, now we are good to go, and we are going to place this into our 350-degree oven and let it cook uncovered for about 45 minutes to an hour. I'll check it at 45 minutes, and if it's nice and browned and bubbly the way I want it and the cheese is melted, then we are good to go. So stand by, we'll be back with the finished fried cabbage casserole. All right, here it is. We finished a 45-minute cook time, and it is beautiful. I don't have great lighting in the kitchen, so it looks a little dark, but we're gonna scoop some up and show you how pretty and perfect it is. You've got all of that nice cabbage and bacon in there and that melty cheese on top. Now let's taste it. And this really is just so perfect. Fried cabbage is great on its own, but when you put it in a casserole, it becomes a portable, real thing of beauty. So let's try it. That smoky bacon has infused itself into that cabbage. And it's taken the bitterness and the bite out of the cabbage, and then you add the texture of the cheese and those French fried onions, along with all the creamy components that we added in to make it a casserole. And it is, it's so good. So good. We'll have another bite. Try this today. It's easy and delicious, and this also makes a great food gift. So, like all of our other recipes, it can be found over at thebutteredhome.com with a free printable recipe card with room in the margins so you can make notes to add to or change a bit of this to make it your own, and we encourage you to do that. Also, make sure that you're following us at all of our social channels. We have a real good time, and we want you here with us no matter what we're doing. And you never know when we might pop in your news feed. This is so good, it's got me all messed up. And as usual, if you want all of our videos in one convenient place, head over to YouTube, search for The Buttered Home, and when you find us, hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so that you can be notified when we drop new videos like this one. Y'all, this is delicious, and I can't wait to share it with my family, and I hope that you'll make it and do the same. As always, from The Buttered Home to your home, we sure do love y'all. Bye.